Marco, first of all, good to see Andre Gomez, Theo Walcott back out on the training pitch. How ready, though, will they be for the weekend?
Really good news for us. Like you know, Theo's situation was a little bit different. Surprise, happened so fast last game. And Andre, after the Wolves match, unfortunately for us, wasn't ready to help the team. They start both. Andre started since the first day of the week. Theo started to do some individual as well, and today he did all the session with the team, and they are good news for us.
Available then?
Yeah, both. Okay, like you know, Andre didn't play the last month. It's always a tough period to them, but he worked during the week in some moments more tired than the other teammates, but it's something natural and normal. Now it's up to us to keep working hard with him and to put it in the same level than the others. And you just stop 2-3 days, nothing special. And if you decided, we'll be ready.
How far away as well is Gabamin from rejoining in full training?
Okay, we saw him since long time. First time this morning in the beach with working with individual work with Bruno. Let's see the next few days how we react. Now it's step by step to see, but was a good thing, a good sign for us to see him on the pitch with his teammates and start to run. Even if his individual work, I think, was a good step.
Just looking a bit further ahead and maybe putting 2 and 2 together, but will you go back in for Kurt Zouma in January? Because it looks as though he's no longer first choice at Chelsea at the moment.
It's too far for us to talk about these possible situations or not, about what will happen in January. We have to keep full focus in our players, what we are doing to improve and to keep improving as a team. Okay, this is the main thing for us. After when the market, the window will open again, we can talk about the situation. But in this moment, of course, we are with focus in our players, full focus in our players, work with them, and always focus in the next game, and nothing more than that.
What do you make of Dominic Calvert-Lewin at the moment? 4 goals in his last 3 appearances, and have you asked him to be more selfish? I'm thinking, in particular, looking at that goal against Manchester City last weekend.
All the strikers, they have that small detail to be a little bit more selfish, and moment is something natural for all the strikers, I think. The good thing and one of the important things to all of them when they can score. Of course, the confidence is different. The last 4 games he scored 3 goals. It's important. It's really score 4 goals. Yeah. 4 goals. Yeah, 4 goals. 3, yeah. It's really important to him, and is a good sign as well. And of course, when strikers score goals, the confidence is completely different, and is the main thing. Of course, in that moment, he has decided that the ball goes inside the net. He has decided. Of course, it's important that moment to be sure was not in offside position, but he decided, and for us was goal, and he scored.
Obviously, you didn't use him against Sheffield United. Is that a managerial decision then that sparks 3 goals in his next 2 games, or is it one where you think if I'd used him against Sheffield United, maybe it could have been different?
No, because if you are talking after the game, all the analysis can be different. When we decided, because we won the game against Wolves and he didn't start also. Of course, we took that decision, and I took that decision because in that moment I decided to start with the Moyes, and after when I decided to change and start and second half play with 2 strikers, Schenk and Moyes, because that moment looks to me the best decision, like I did against Sheffield Wednesday, or I did against City, to start with Dominic. It's up to them to keep compete every day here, and after it's up to me to decide what is the best. I cannot tell you if you started with him against Sheffield, the game will be or not different. Of course, we had the chances in that first half to score and to lead the result, but you didn't score. But cannot be sure if Dominic was there will be different or not.
Just on Jordan Pickford, he obviously received a bit of criticism for the free kick conceded against Manchester City. Is he as consistent as you would like at the moment in his form?
Okay, we spoke during the beginning of the season about Jordan, and some of you asked me about his form, and that he looks more stable and more stability in his performance as well. Of course, I don't want to come here now and because we conceded a goal from a free kick, everything changed now, or because we conceded the own goal, the first own goal against Sheffield United was free kick on him and 6 yards box, and because that 2 moments we are now talking about his last form of Jordan. Of course, we analyze the game. I analyze always the game and looking for us as a team, see what we can improve or not, and of course individual things I will always speak with my players and to demand from them what we should improve or not to come here and to talk about individual forms or whatever. Jordan worked hard this week again, like Jonas and Martin, and this is what I want from him. And of course the very good things he already did also is good for his confidence, and in some moments we have to keep improving, to keep learning for the other things also, from the other things.
Obviously, Marco, when you're on a run of losing 4 out of 5 in the Premier League, scrutiny falls on the club. What pressure do you feel when you're on a run of form like that?
Guys, first we are not happy when you look to the table. I said to you before last City match, of course we are not happy when we didn't win the last few games, of course, because we work always to win, and we analyze and we are not happy, but just I know one way to improve. Okay. Work harder if you can. Learn with the things we are not doing well, and of course to show bigger desire if you can the next game, bigger commitment, bigger demanding from ourselves first of all, and go to play the match to win. But to answer direct to you, I don't feel more pressure because the results are not. What I feel is even more desire to work more and more with our players, to demand more from them, because we have quality. And we already showed that we have quality to achieve different results. It's up to us to stick together, to work together harder if you can, again I repeat, and to go to the match and do what we should do within our plan, our strategy as well, like we should, even if the result was not good, like we showed last game against City.
What do you put the recent struggles down to, though? Because obviously, going back to last season, Idrissa Gueye was a massive part of the run of form towards the end of the season. Gbamin, his replacement, has been injured. Gomez has been injured. You weren't able to bring in a centre-half in the summer as well. So does that all contribute, or do you see something else that has been a real key factor in why Everton have struggled so far this season?
You know myself as well. I don't like to come here to find excuse for everything, or to say, to talk about the past, or because we lost that one or that one. Inside the club, we know what we did and what's happened the last summer. Everything what's happened, and when the things happen also, because in my opinion made a big impact, and they had a big impact in our preparation. Because one thing if you have all your squad to work, the other thing if you have 2 days before the first match. But it's not a moment for us to look to the past, or to look when you did or not the things, if you did or not, or if you lose or not 2 key players for us. This is not a moment. It's not a moment for us to look and to try to hide something, or to find excuses. A moment for us to stick together, to keep working hard, and to do what we should do better on the pitch, and to work to win games, and to go there to show this desire, and more desire if you can, to win the football matches. And of course all the other analysis, and inside the club what's happened and what is my opinion. But to outside we have to show clear what is our way, and what we should do in the next game straight, tomorrow the training session, next match as well.
Well, last season an improved performance against Manchester City at Goodison Park, albeit in defeat, sparked that impressive run of form at home towards the end of the season. What signs do you see that maybe a defeat against Manchester City and an improved performance against them could again spark a bit of a run now?
I said to our players straight after the match, and after when we analyzed the match, of course we didn't take the best from the game. We didn't take the main thing, in the football is always the result, but we took many positives. To be honest, even if I don't like to look to the game when we don't win a football match and try to positives, but in some moments we look for one defeat, and you have to take the good things, the other things to improve, of course. But like we played, like we were able to create chances against the top side. Of course, again, being more clinical, we should take points from that game, and being more solid is everything what we are working to achieve as fast as you can, because the fantastic period we had last season, came because just because we had the quality, not just because we showed the quality, we play with quality, but because we are really solid team in big part of that moments, and being solid is everything what you can after to achieve the good results, because after the good performance will come, normally we create chances to score, and it's up to us to work really hard to try to avoid this type of mistakes and to become a really solid team, because after the results will come for us.
Obviously your opponents this weekend have been an example of stability. Is it time here as well, patience, stability, is that what's needed at the moment?
No, look to them. I agree with you. No doubts about them. What the very good work Shandash is still doing. Normal, same group of players, and if you look, they don't change many things season after season, and they are good signals. You know my opinion about that. You know what is my opinion also about ourselves. What means the stability word for me, in my opinion, in football, what should means for us as a football club as well, and because it's really important to have. Okay, even if you look to the table, you are not happy. Our process and our season is not because 3 or 4 games we are in panic. We are aware, we are not happy, but it's up to us to work hard and to show the next game straight our desire to win and our commitment to win.
What do you expect from Burnley this time? Obviously 2 wins in 8 in all competitions so far this season, and you hit 5 there last season.
No, it will be tough, but not just for Everton Football Club. It's always tough to everyone to play there. Specific type of game, really physical team, and the way they play, they want always to challenge the opponent's team. Normally the 2 strong strikers every time. It's a game we have always to switch on, since the first minute to switch on, like they play that direct game, strong second balls they have always, and of course after we have to be able to answer for that type of game, and after when you have the ball to show quality, to show the enough quality to create problems to them and to find the right moments to attack them, because at the end is our main goal is to win the game. We have to show that desire when you have the ball to attack them and to create the chances to win.
And there's talk that Fabian Delph could be recalled to the England squad. Just wondered what your thoughts are on the possibility that he could earn that recall.
If it will happen, is a very very good news for us, or for me as a manager. Like you know, main thing is to work to win games, of course, but develop players, help them to achieve the best level they have is always really important. And we did that since we joined the club. How many players they returned for the national team, how many players they had the first call for their national teams as well, is part of my job, and I'm here to work with them and to help them to achieve that.
No other injuries?
No.
Good.
Chippy.
Thanks everyone.
Thank you.